Liverpool fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan, Miyazaki Man Sai here, and this is a topic that keeps occurring again and again. Trent Alexander Arnold to Real Madrid. He couldn't. Could he? We're going to discuss it in this video. First and foremost, I want to say that Trent is a Scouser. He is the heartbeat of the team. He's a world-class player. He's won it all. At the tender age of 25, he is a right back. He's won everything at right back. Whether Trent goes into midfield is discussion for another day. But would Arne Slot, who's keen to hit the ground running and make an impact, risk his reputation, risk his fast start, risk the whole team balance, risk the responsibilities of every other player to try Trent in midfield and see if it works? Even Jurgen Klopp, protected from his long successful tenure at Liverpool, didn't risk putting Trent in midfield. Why? Because Trent is a quality right back, as I said many times, needs space to exploit. He's not Kevin De Bruyne because he didn't start off as a winger. He hasn't got that tricky footwork, and Gerrard and De Bruyne have that hint of acceleration to escape the first marker or make a yard of space to whip the ball in. Trent to midfield, discussion for another day. Trent to Real Madrid. So here's the thing. You have the opportunity to tie in the most unique playmaking right back in history. Not Cicinho, not Dani Alves, not Cafu. None of these guys could do what Trent Alexander could do. Roberto Carlos, when naming the best fullbacks, and obviously he put Maldini number one. Look at Jolo Maldini. He'll never be beat. But when it came to Trent Alexander Arnold, Roberto Carlos paused, thought for a second and said, different type of player. Trent plays in a different way, but still, Maldini. Which is fair enough. But we have the Scouse Heartbeat Trent Alexander Arnold, who dominates the right hand side of the pitch. His delivery is pinpoint crossing into the feet of the player, into the head of the intended target. Almost unplayable. The opposition have to change the way that they set up and their awareness and attention span to make sure his crossfield balls to the left hand side, over the top, down the wing to Salah as well, is covered for, because Trent's opportunity to attack the field is literally anywhere from anywhere. Now, regardless of people who want to play him in the middle to increase the passing angles, it doesn't matter. Even from the right hand side, he can hit anywhere on the pitch with a type of ball that's delicious and nutritious for our strikers to take advantage of. It almost makes up your mind when it's with that arc, with that trajectory, with that dip. Head it in, head it back towards where it came from, head it front post, on the volley, take it down, that kind of thing. So Trent, such a unique player. Such a unique player with an affinity for Liverpool. The Scouse Heartbeat loves Liverpool intrinsically, knows Liverpool inside out, is a Liverpool fan. Why would you not take the opportunity to tie down such a world-class player for the best years of his career in Liverpool, in our team, having the asset and the attribute for hopefully his entire career? Well, there's a few things here. The news article today came out and said Trent Alexander-Arnold wants to move to Real Madrid. Now, what would be the possible reasonings behind this? Brand. If he wants to establish his brand on a worldwide stage, showcase his talents, and probably win things consistently, then it's almost got to be Real Madrid, because literally I don't think Trent Alexander-Arnold would go to any other team. He would be a Galactico in Real Madrid, an all-star right back, and they have the facility to cover him because of the players they have at their disposal. Camavinga and Tchouaméni are ultimate athletic players who can cover the space that he vacates. He can transition forward and cause a damage from the right hand side. Vinicius Jr. would be absolutely licking his lips at some of the balls that Trent delivers his way from right to left. Similarly, Rodrigo down the line, and Endrick as well, of course, eventually when he makes a breakthrough at Real Madrid. Arda Güler would benefit from his balls, and he's obviously good mate to Jude Bellingham as well, right? And he'd find Jude Bellingham in the pocket. I don't even want to think of that combination either. Two of the best young English prospects. He'd get more international recognition, of course, in the Real Madrid colours, potentially even a Ballon d'Or contender or whatever. But I mean, Kyle Walker got in the Euro 2024 team of the tournament. What is up with that? Wasn't he at fault for the 2 goals in the final? Looked lethargic, looked off the pace, looked defensively vulnerable. Why aren't the media picking up on that? I don't know. But back to Real Madrid, I digress a little bit. Even Fede Valverde, who's an absolute athletic monster, technical prowess to the brim, up and down, box to box, could cover for Trent, could go around the outside as well. He would fit in Real Madrid. They'd probably cover for his defensive deficiencies, although defending is a team responsibility. Let's hammer home that point. Klopp played Trent in the biggest games. Klopp played Trent in almost every game. Trent is a world-class right back, and it's the system that needs to make the most of his talents, and his pros far outweigh his cons. And we have almost a perfect centre-back at Liverpool to cover for Trent Alexander-Arnold venturing forward in the transitional period, because in the transitional phase, because Ibu Konate is a great wide defender. Joe Gomez is a great wide defender. Joao Quansah is a great wide defender. You see where I'm going with this? So if he wants a bigger wage package, because he'd probably most likely earn a lot more in Real Madrid than Liverpool. If he wants to almost win La Liga every season because it's a two-horse race, Barcelona, Real Madrid. If he wants that global recognition, that brand awareness, then the Trent Alexander Arnold brand, the TAA brand, TA, that's my brand. No, just kidding, it's just my last name. Then Real Madrid makes sense, but the kind of transfer fees involved, even though he's only a year left, I don't think he'd want to shortchange Liverpool, and he wouldn't want to leave on a bad note either. So you're still talking a good 80 million. I'd say 80 million pounds with 1 year left on contract is reasonable for such a unique talent in the peak years of his career. But Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool is a huge weapon, a weapon that no other team almost in history has had from the right back position. I mean, you've had brilliant fullbacks who have redefined the game. Thinking Giovinco Facchetti at Inter Milan, Ruud Krol for the Holland, for Netherlands, Maldini, Paolo Maldini of course, Dani Alves, Marcelo, a one-man band, ultimate player at left back. Even in early days of Football Manager, Marcelo could be retrained in any position in the squad and he'd still probably be the best player in the squad, even striker, hitting over 25 goals a season. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, with the crossfield delivery, with the free kicks, with the composure, with the ball down the line as well, being able to defend, because he can defend. He's not the greatest defender in the world, but he can defend because outright he is a defender. He's athletic, he's got prowess, he hasn't got the best dribbling skills, he hasn't got the best acceleration. Even Jordan Henderson is faster in ultimate pace and acceleration than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Put that into your perspective for now, because Henderson said it outright in a training video. But what Trent offers you is guaranteed assists or assists before the assists or metrics and even goals from the right back position, which is absolutely invaluable because of the fact that Klopp had Robertson and Trent bombing down the wings and making a goal contribution in many games throughout his tenure. He could ultimately have his creativity on the side and put workmen like midfield in the midfield. Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Naby Keita, Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. They had different qualities, but ultimately they worked hard to give our fullbacks creative license to bomb up and down and do their thing. Trent Alexander-Arnold in competition with Conor Bradley. Now this is one of the arguments that says that Trent Alexander-Arnold potentially could be shifted on without too much of an adverse effect. You'd lose his creative ability and delivery, but Conor Bradley is one of the ultimate modern day fullbacks who can attack, who can defend, who's great at taking the ball on a run, who gets into shooting positions, who's got a great cross, who's got composure, on the rise and scores internationally as well. Conor Bradley could be a starting right back for 90% of the teams in the Premier League, if not the world. Now where do you draw the line? It depends on what you want in a match. If the opposition are low block, sitting back, and you need pinpoint crossing or penetrating pass, then Trent Alexander-Arnold is your man. If you need long shooting, Trent Alexander-Arnold is your man. If you need tiki-taka 1-2s, running with the ball at your feet, getting into dangerous positions, or even getting the ball into the box, right? Getting the ball at your feet in the box. It's probably Conor Bradley, to be honest. But if you want to play in and around behind, Trent can still do it, even though he dictates from the deep position. Now, here's a call. A lot of people are saying in my comments, Trent at number 10, Trent at number 6, Trent at the right wing, Trent right-sided number 8. One of his greatest strengths, and one of the reasons why he's so unique, is that ability to hit that pinpoint long ball, to transition us from back to front and put the opposition on the back foot, our position, in a place on the pitch they won't expect the ball to go in the next 5 seconds. The further forward you put Trent, the more of a long ball game you're taking away from him and taking away from Liverpool. That surprise factor, that element of attack, transitioning the point of attack from right to left, or down to the wing, or over the top to Nunes or anyone else. Now you still have Virgil van Dijk who can hit the ball, but he always hits left to right. He's never ever hit left to left or left to over the top, at least not as often. Even Konate hits the ball centrally over the top to a striker more than Van Dijk does. Alexis McAllister, but you don't want him that deep. You don't want him that deep. You want him further forward causing damage because he's a little maestro. A little ginger ninja in the right lights, of course. Little maestro in the midfield who can operate in all areas of midfield, but the more further forward he is, the more of a goal threat because he can slide those cute little balls, those cute little through balls as well. Dominic Szoboszlai can do it with time and space, but he's more of an athletic player with a lot of prowess in the offensive positions as well. We've let go of Thiago Alcantara, so what you're looking at is Tyler Morton and Stefan Bajcetic, who have yet to prove that they can work the time and space to do it in the Premier League, but they will get the opportunity, especially Tyler Morton hits a delicious long ball as well, but he likes to venture forwards as well. And Stefan Bajcetic is a short ball maestro as well, tackling, bit of a number 6, bit of a number 8. So really, your long ball options on the back are Van Dijk, Alisson, potentially Kostas Tsimikas, but we haven't seen it regularly enough. Obviously, he's back up to Andy Robertson as well. So you're taking away a big weapon from how you can transition from back to front and put the opposition on the back foot. Trent Alexander Arnold and Conor Bradley can play in the same team. Now, who you want in what position ultimately depends on the opposition as well. Conor Bradley, to me, is more of a natural fit if you play someone higher up, whether it's right mid or right 8 or right wing, just for the fact that he's got a little bit of techers and a little bit of trickery, and he plays those 1-2s, receiving the ball on a run, and he's very good at taking the ball and off you go. Whereas Trent, I believe, is super effective when he's got space to transition to, and he can see the space, see the whole pitch, and move into the areas of the pitch that he believes he can cause damage from. So, with that in mind, you probably put Conor Bradley high up and Trent in behind. But let's look at another option as well. Trent transitioning into the base of the midfield, double pivot at the bottom, as we've seen, back three, box formation, Trent at the base of the midfield. Very, very effective, extra body in midfield, can get the ball from the centre backs and play, but you also find that position Trent drops as a half-back in between the centre backs, because the opposition will never press that high up, which allows your central defenders to push up and win the ball high up, and Trent as a quarterback to hit those long balls to someone who's waiting, or hit the ball through the lines as well. But also Trent transitioning can go into the right-sided 8 position, into the Mazzala at the edge of the box position, to shoot across goal, to do a cute ball over the top, to do a cute straight line ball into a Nunes or Gakpo or Jota to run onto, and even receive the ball back. Trent would have a great diagonal shot from the right side in Mazzala position across goal for any spillage, for Gakpo to eat up, Lucho Diaz to eat up, for Diogo Jota to eat up. Trent Alexander Arnold and Conor Bradley are great at going around the right hand side on the width on the outside when Mo Salah cuts in as an inside forward, and I think this is something that Arne Slot's going to use a lot, because I don't see Mo Salah as a traditional winger anymore. He's more of an inside forward playmaker. He will playmake the ball and on occasion try to get into that inside slot to have a shot, whether it's front post or far post. Far post more effective. Front post, he's a little bit weak in front post. Very surprising, but it is what it is. I ultimately think Trent Alexander Arnold needs to be rewarded for his glittering career. He's a Scouse Heartbeat, and how often do Liverpool get to retain the key players in the prime years with a huge contract? It might be 250,000, it might be 280,000. I don't know what it could be, but I think if he does sign a contract, it's going to be a long-term contract. 5-6 years at the minimum to keep him at the best years of his career at Liverpool. There's never a world where he can demand to sign a new contract. He wants to start in midfield. He wants to play in midfield. He doesn't play in right back anymore. This is completely up to Arne Slot. The manager is the be-all and end-all of tactical facilitation and ploys. There is no way player power will ever triumph over the manager. The manager is the holy grail in terms of making the decisions to make the team win. It's a team game overall. Liverpool FC is bigger than any single one player, including Trent Alexander-Arnold, but I don't think Trent is of that type anyway. I think Trent will listen to Arne Slot's ideas, see how to transition him into the places of most effect, where he can create those game-winning scenarios to get the ball on the sixpence, to get those assists, to get those rocket shots away, to get even inside the box. I like to see Trent get inside the box and put the balls away. He's got good composure, get good technique on the shots as well, whip it into the side of the net as well. I think Arne Slot can get him in the right position for that. However, if he does move, Real Madrid is the only destination that Trent Alexander-Arnold and his stature in world football and his abilities could probably move to, and you have Camavinga, Valverde and Tchouaméni to cover for him, and I think they will work the space, work the balls in a position to get him in the position to whip the ball in, him to Vinicius. Disgusting combination. I don't want to see it, but Trent down the wing to Mo Salah, Trent over the top to Darwin Nunes, Trent out wide to Lucho Diaz, Trent out wide to Cody Gakpo, Trent breaking the lines into Szoboszlai, right 8 position. I do want to see that. And Trent has a bromance as well with Dominic Szoboszlai. He's mentoring and tutoring Dominic Szoboszlai. Now, if you put them together, you wouldn't imagine it, because Domi Schlobbers is a sexy man, and Trent Alexander-Arnold still got that baby face, looks so cute, looks adorable, really handsome guy. You'd think that Domi Schlobbers was a senior one, especially because he's captain of the national team, but Trent has the opportunity to make himself the absolute Scouse Heartbeat and the Liverpool legend. There's not that many Scousers in the team at the moment, Curtis Jones and Trent being the obvious examples. Jarrell Quansah was born nearby as well. But I think Trent will want to see how this Liverpool team grows and be a big part of it as well. He wants to have a glittering career. He'll have an opportunity to win many things. I think Arne Slot is the type of manager who can teach things to Trent and give him those little tips and tricks to get him into those half spaces in a more offensive third, to have the shot, to have the cross. He needs to up his free kick tally because he's capable of those beautiful goals, but I want to see it more often. His bromance with Dominic Szoboszlai, and they work well together. I know it's wasting a little bit Szoboszlai's offensive capabilities, but he's responsible enough to cover for Trent on the occasion that Trent does burst forward. Dominic Szoboszlai has a great delivery from right hand side, and if you keep Trent, you keep Szoboszlai, you keep Conor Bradley, you keep Mo Salah, Ben Doak breaking through as well, the right side options are still very strong. It's probably our position of strength for the last few seasons, because Jurgen Klopp always overloads the right hand side. Henderson, Mo Salah, Trent Alexander Arnold, triangle. Oxlade-Chamberlain, great delivery from right hand side, great free kicks as well. It's a shame about the injury at Roma. I think Trent needs to stay, and he will stay. Van Dijk's future, I think his words have been taken out of context. He wants to see and assess the situation. I think it's more about international retirement and focusing on club football. His countryman, Arne Slot, is in. Gravenberch has a great opportunity now. This countryman is in. Cody Gakpo has a great opportunity to start on the left wing and play on the left wing predominantly because the countryman is in and he'll understand him. And the thing with Arne Slot, and I will make this video next, is I think people underestimate how ruthless he is. He's smiley. He looks like a nice chap. He looks incredibly kind. But he's a serial winner with a serious mentality who can break you down with tactical ability, awareness and new. In discussions with the interviewers, I think Arne Slot comes across so well, but really he knows what he's talking about and he knows what he wants from his players as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is a big discussion around Trent Alexander-Arnold's future. Liverpool's direction as a team will be affected by whether Trent Alexander-Arnold stays as a part of the Liverpool mainstay team or whether he moves on to Real Madrid. Our transfer budget will be affected as well. And will we even look for a player like Geertruida who can invert from right back into centre back position? He can go from right back to the base of the midfield, even pressing higher in the midfield. Versatile player as well. We already have one of those in Joe Gomez. How does the right-sided fullback position look with Conor Bradley and Joe Gomez occupying that with Calvin Ramsey in the wings, waiting in the wings? Stefan Bajcetic on occasion can play emergency right back. He played in the cup last season at right back in his return. However, it looks much stronger when you have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Conor Bradley, Joe Gomez, Calvin Ramsey, Stefan Bajcetic as your options at right back with an emergency Curtis Jones for the lols. Why not? Smash a like on this video, helps the channel get seen. Share the video as well, share the love. Thank you everyone for supporting so far. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I love Trent Alexander-Arnold, amazing player, and I want to see some more of those delicious highlight balls, highlight moments, taking the game by scruff of the neck, running with the ball, bursting through the middle at pace, taking it to the tight opposition and shooting a rocket into the top corner. Trent is a Liverpool player through and through. We need to keep Trent at all costs. There, I said it. Hope you guys agree. Smash a like, and as usual, got a piece of kit here. Liverpool fan in Japan hat has to come off for now. What could this kit be? I don't know, you don't know, we don't know. It's a channel with substance and abundance, and we got to get through the merch. And for everyone asking where I'm picking up these vintage kits from, there's sites called Mercari Japan and Yahoo Auctions. Mercari in particular have a lot of vintage goods. You can use a proxy service such as Zen Market or Buy, and they can bid on your behalf, buy the goods on your behalf and ship anywhere in the world direct to your doorstep. Very reasonable. Service is absolutely impeccable. Customer service is excellent. Quick delivery times as well. I partnered with them to give you a code. I put it in the description below as well. You can utilize it for your first discount shipping. This isn't a sponsored video. I just wanted to offer a service for you guys. If you want to pick up the vintage kits from Mercari, for example, then that's the kind of thing to use. And this piece of kit, okay, this has a lot of sentimental value to me, right? This has a lot of sentimental value to me. This gold, I'm pretty sure, someone correct me if I'm wrong, this is that limited edition Champions League top with the gold trim and the gold writing on the back. The reason this has so much sentimental value to me, it's one of the first kits I bought from my first part-time job. I bought this with the Alonso 14 on the back. I wore it to my sixth form school, and I think it got nicked. Yeah, but with the gold trim and this particularly tasteful fella that I bought it off, Gerrard number 8 at the back. I know this is a Champions League trim because we won it five times in Istanbul. This is a commemorative piece. I think it cost about 4,500 yen, a little bit more pricey than my usual budget. It's about £25. Still a bargain, right? Got to get it on right now. Oh, it's nice and cushy and loose. I've won it 5 times. Solid gold. I'm loving my gold. I do like my number 8 kits. My boy Endo there. 8 in Japan. When you turn it sideways, stands for infinite. Mugendai. Mugendai is the word in Japan. Let's get this video to 8,000 views in my dreams. I'll get there one day. Thank you everyone for your support. Miyazaki man. Ichiban. Ichiban means the best. Until next time, Jan means see you later.